Representative English.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let's see here. Well, first, I just want to say thank you to everyone who came and spoke not only yesterday, but today. But just to address my First Amendment right, freedom of speech, something we always talk about in here. I wouldn't call that a filibuster. What I was doing yesterday was educating.
I did address Representative DeGraff on that point.
As I was saying, what I did yesterday was educate people. So clearly, this is a bill that's needed. And I just find it quite concerning that when we as Black people rise to say this is something that should be happening, someone always wants to come behind us, and if they're not correcting it, they're saying, well, no, you don't need it because this is already being taught. But I would push back and say, just because schools talk about Dr. King, Harriet Tubman, or Rosa Parks does not mean that Black history is being taught. And if you direct your attention to the title of this bill, it says comprehensive Black history and culture education in K-12, which is not comprehensively being taught. To all my educators in the building, you can't just teach pieces of history and brush the other parts under the rug and say, ta-da, see, we're doing it. That's not meaningful, it's not thoughtful, and it's definitely not effective, and it's definitely offensive to Black people. And not thoughtfully and truthfully teaching our kids, not just Black kids, but all kids, comprehensive Black history and culture is doing them a disservice. And it's keeping them from a diversity of experience and culture in order to interact with each other and cultivate relationships, which is what this bill is about. This bill is not about politics. It's not. It's about African American history, Black history, which happens to be American history, whether people want to say that's what it is or not. And what this bill is doing is creating a committee of people that specialize in this work, that look like me, to make sure that when this is in fact in law and in curriculum in school, it is comprehensive and it is meaningful and thoughtful and not just watered down. Just imagine how my students that look like me feel in the classrooms when history is being taught and all they hear about is slavery and oppression, which is more to Black people than slavery and oppression, because I happen to be part of Black history. And I don't care if y'all get tired of me saying it, but I am the first Black woman to represent El Paso County in the history of the state of Colorado. My babies need to know that. Kids need to know that. They don't know that. So we can't say history is being taught in a comprehensive way because it's not. And I'm just going to pause right there. I don't have to justify who we are as Black people because I will not let anybody in this building invalidate our experiences or invalidate our histories just because they think otherwise. It's cute though, but I asked for a yes vote. Thank you.
The motion before us is the adoption of House Bill 1149 on third reading, final passage. Mr. Schiebel, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 45 aye, 20 no, and 0 excused, House Bill 1149 is adopted. Co-sponsors: